Right. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay. So once recording is completed, okay, it will convert. Okay. So once it was converted, you can see this kind of files. These three files will be there. This is the audio file, only audio will be there. Okay. And this is the video file. Okay. So it will create a date and timestamp folder. Okay. Every time it will create a date and timestamp folder like this it will be. Okay. If you see here, on what date, at what time it was started, what is the meeting ID. Okay, everything you can see. And automatically once the conversion is completed, automatically it will pop up like this. Okay, so that you can see the recordings. This is the actual video recording file. Okay, zoom underscore zero, right? Zoom underscore zero is your actual recording file, right? Fine. Right. So we are discussing about the jobs, right? So what is this jobs means? Simply automation. Why? Because I told you, right, we'll have hundreds of databases. It's not possible to take the manual backups on each database. So what we'll do, we'll configure the jobs so that, like, right, you are experienced with the alarm. Okay. Once you put the alarm in the morning 6 a.m., automatically the bell will ring. Okay. So in the same way, you can schedule the jobs, right? Every Sunday night 2 a.m. if you schedule the backup job, every Sunday night that backup job will run at 2 a.m. and it is going to automatically take the backups on each database. Okay, you can achieve it using the jobs option. In the SQL Server, we have a jobs. Jobs means SQL Server jobs. We can create backup jobs, we can create restore jobs, like depends upon your requirement. You can create different kinds of jobs. Jobs means simply a predefined script that is going to run at scheduled time. Okay, a predefined script that is going to run at scheduled time. So no need to take the backups manually. Automatically once you schedule the job, automatically the backup script will run on the database server. Automatically it is going to take the backups of all the databases. So nothing to worry, I'll show you how to create that script, how to take the backups under maintenance plans. Collection of jobs is called a maintenance plans. Okay, I'll tell you how to create maintenance plans. And also as a DBA, we have to create the jobs, we have to schedule the jobs, and we have to create the maintenance plans and all. And configuring high availability options. Okay, these are very important, guys. Configuring high availability options. We have 5 HADR options: high availability, disaster recovery, high availability, okay, disaster recovery. We are going to call this as HADR, high availability disaster recovery. So just now we have discussed, right? The application should be available for 24/7. Is it possible? Is it possible to make the application available for 24/7? Right. So it's not possible to maintain the application for 24/7. It will be very difficult. Okay. So, but we can achieve the 24/7 achievement using this HADR options. Okay, we have 5 technologies under this HADR: log shipping, okay, mirroring, replication, and clustering. Under clustering we have, okay, Windows cluster failure, Windows server failure clustering, WSFC, SQL server failure clustering, SSFC, and always on. Very important. As a DBA, you should know these things: log shipping, mirroring, replication, clustering, always on. I told you, right? It's not possible to maintain an application 24/7 with a standalone machines, means with a single machine. Okay, it's not at all possible to maintain any applications with a single machine. We are all aware of that, right? We have twins, we have a lot of characters in the movies, like heroes will be twins. Okay, one hero, if one hero is died, another hero will come into that position, right? He is going to save the family, like that. Lot of movies we have seen, right? In the same way, okay, in all HADR concepts, we will have two servers. We will have two servers. If one server is down, another server will take care of it. Okay, if one server is down, another server will take care of it. Not only down, say for example, you have to patch the servers. You have to patch SQL servers. You have to patch means update, simply update. Okay, don't worry about the terminology. Patching means updating, like how you're updating your applications, apps in the mobile phone. In the same way, application patching means you're updating the applications with the latest updates. Right. So if patching is done, or else if server is down due to some maintenance activity, you cannot say my server, hey, WhatsApp won't work for 1 hour. I am patching my server. Please, okay, bear with me for 1 hour. If WhatsApp sent a message like that, are you going to agree? You cannot agree, right? Why? Because we are habituated for the applications. Okay, right. So that's why no one will send an update like that. Why? Because they know the criticality of the application. So what they will do, they are going to configure any of these technologies, log shipping or mirroring or replication or clustering or always on. So in case they want to do patching, they can do the patching. They will do the patching on secondary machines. Primary will be available, so that application will be available. Once patching is done on secondary machine, they will like fail over the application. Again, don't worry about the terminology. Failover means changing the roles. Okay, now node 1, we will have computers, right? Server A, imagine server A, server B. Okay, server A, server B. Always server A will be primary, server B will be secondary. Application will run from the primary server. Okay, application will run from the primary server. If something happened to server A, or if you are patching server A, you are going to change the application to server B. Okay, once patching is completed, then again you are going to change the application to server A. So again, don't worry about these things. Okay, I'm going to explain. So this is how, means two servers will be there to save your application. If one server is down, the application will run from another server. Okay, that is called HADR. In that way you can achieve HADR options, high availability, making the application highly available. That can be achieved using either log shipping or mirroring or replication or clustering or always on. Okay, these are the main topics in the database administration, SQL database administration, right? So we are going to discuss how to configure it, how to troubleshoot it, everything we are going to discuss. Okay, so like this we are going to deal. So all the HADR concepts we are going to take care of it. So this is all about the HADR concepts, right? Apart from this, we are going to get the lot of errors. Okay, so we have to fix the errors in the SQL server. Okay, I'll tell you how to check the errors, where to check the errors, how to fix what kind of errors and all. I'm going to explain each and everything. So don't worry about those errors and all. Once you are good in the subject, you will get knowledge how to fix the errors and all. Okay, so forget about it. Tuning the SQL server, sometimes it will be very difficult. Okay, sometimes if the load is very high, if you can see the load is very high, what happened, the application will be slow. See here, you can, okay, right, say for example, let me, yeah. So sometimes what happened is lot of heavy load will be there. Imagine IRCTC earlier. Okay, earlier we have heavy load on the IRCTC, like every user. So we will have slots right at 10 a.m, something like that. They are going to open the slot, so that you have to log into your IRCT application. You have to book the train tickets. You know how much traffic will be there by the time. Within a fraction of seconds, the tickets are going to be completed, right? So during the time, heavy load will be there. Sometimes even though you have good internet connections, you can see the same browsing options till 9:55 59 59 seconds. It will work properly at 10 a.m. If you just log into the application, it will keep on browsing, the wheel keep on rotating. Why? Because heavy load is there on the servers. Okay, so in such case, if heavy load is there, server will become slow. Okay, how to fix those kind of issues? Regularly we are going to get these kind of things and all. On servers will have heavy load, lot of okay, transactions will run on the server. So we have to tune the SQL server. Once you tune the SQL servers, the performance related issues and all will be fixed. That is called performance tuning. This is also an important topic in the SQL server. So as a DBA, we have to tune the SQL server also. That is our responsibilities. So these are the main DBA activities. Don't think like only these things are activities. These are the main activities. In any organization, these are the main activities for the database administrator. So as a DBA, we have to learn all these things. Apart from that, we are going to learn a lot of things related to the SQL database administration. Okay, right. This is all about your database activities, DBA activities. Right. So you know, right, what is SQL Server? Simple definition is SQL Server is a database software which is going to use to store the data, to process the data, to retrieve the data. Okay, and where the software will be used for every application. Okay, for every application, the software, the database software will be used in the back end. For every application, the database software will be used in the back end. Okay, right. Don't think like only SQL Server they are going to use. I told you, right, lot of competitors are there. You may use, okay, iPhone, I may use Samsung phone. Lot of vendors are there, right, in the smartphone. Depends upon the requirement, depends upon the features, depends upon the financial status, depends upon the money and all. We are going to choose the phone, right? In the same way, depends upon the compatibility of the application, people are going to choose the database software. Either it may be a SQL Server or else other database softwares like Oracle, DB2 and all. Right, duties and activities of the SQL DBA we have discussed, right? So course duration will be 2 to 2.5 months. Okay, the course duration will be 2 to 2.5 months, right? It is like more than 50 hours of discussion. More than 50 hours of discussion will be there, right? Okay, so every first 3 weeks, okay, first 3 weeks, we are going to connect on every Saturday, Sunday. Okay, first 3 weeks from today onwards, first coming next 2 weeks, we are going to connect on every Saturday and Sunday. Means every weekend, 2 days will be there, on 2 days classes will be there. From fourth week onwards, we are going to connect Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, from fourth week onwards, like this weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday, 10th, 11th, next weekend also 17th and 18th, then next weekend also 24th and 25th. From 30th July onwards, we are going to connect Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Again, July, August, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like that we are going to connect. So we are going to close the course by 31st August. Okay, hardly it will go for one more week, might be, okay, 5th of September. By 5th of September, we are going to close the course. Hardly by 5th of September. It will be like 2 to 2.5 months. Okay, for the first 3 weeks, Saturday, Sunday, and fourth week onwards, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The course timings are fixed 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. Okay, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right, for the first 3 weeks, it will be only Saturday and Sunday, and the course is going to be completed by 5th of September. Okay, right. Course duration is 2 to 2.5 months, as discussed. Who can learn this course? Then you will have a doubt. Who can learn this course? Okay, anyone can learn this course. Anyone can learn this course if you are able to handle the laptop. If you know what is the laptop, how to access the laptop, then you are fine. And again, you should have at least a graduation or a diploma is fine. Okay, at least a graduation or diploma is fine. Okay, everyone means, don't think like if you don't have diploma and all, it will be difficult. Not possible at all. At least you should have diploma 10 plus 3. Minimum 10 plus 3 education should be there. 10 plus 3 means diploma is 10 plus 3, right? So a diploma or else minimum, if you have graduation, then you are eligible to do the course. Don't think like only computer background students can do the course. Nothing. You're an electrical graduate, no problem. You're a commerce, no problem. You're a business graduate, no problem. Everyone is fine, just you are able to understand the course, that's it. If you can access the laptop, see, SQL DBA course is very simple, guys. Only you can get the job with SQL with a single technology, that is SQL DBA. Even though nowadays usually you should have at least 2 technologies. Go and search any technology, with a single technology you won't get the job, that's for sure. If you choose any technology, AWS, if you choose leading technology, okay, you cannot get the job with only AWS. Again, you have to learn Python or R programming or else any other programming languages. If you choose any technology, you cannot get the job with a single technology. You should have at least 2 technologies. You have to learn at least two technologies, but only one technology that will allow you to get the job is SQL Server Database Administration, MS SQL Server. Believe me, you can get the job with only SQL Server. That's for sure. So in case you want to change your career, you want to like, okay, step into IT side, SQL Server is the best technology so that you can easily understand the concepts and you can get the job. Again, easily means there is a star mark. Okay, you have to put your struggles. Don't think like, sir, I'll daily attend the classes, sir, I'll get the job. No, you won't get the job. If you daily go to the college, you are going to like, you are going to pass, or if you read, you are going to pass. There is a difference, right? So in the same way, if you daily attend the classes, you won't get the job. You have to do practice. Whatever we are discussing, you have to do the practice. If you don't do the practice, no one can save you. I can help you to some extent. Okay, I'll put 100% efforts, but you have to give your time to practice the things and all. Okay, right? You have to dedicate it for this 2 to 2.5 months. Believe me, guys, just okay, just concentrate for 2 to 2.5 months. Believe me, okay, you can easily get the job in the SQL. Try to learn the things. Okay, try to dig into it. What is there in the SQL Server? What is SQL Server? How it is going to work? Just try to dig into it. For these 2 to 2.5 months, you eat SQL Server, you drink SQL Server, okay, you sleep with SQL Server. Okay, so like that it should be. That kind of dedication should be there at least 2 to 2.5 months. At least 2 to 2. Believe me, you are going to get settled after 2 months or 3 months. You will get a good position as a SQL DB. And again, those who are Venkat, don't write anything on my desktop. Okay, right. Again, I told you, right, with only SQL Server, you are going to get the job, right? There is a star mark for that. That is going to valid for the next 6 months only. Okay. From 2022 onwards, already it was started. Okay. You cannot get the job only with SQL Server. With SQL Server, you have to learn either Azure or AWS. As of now, for this 6 months, okay, still lot of positions are there, lot of vacancies are there with a single database technology, that is SQL Server. After 6 months, okay, I'll try in the 2022. Not sure either you will going to get the job with SQL Server. Might be you should have Azure knowledge also. Nowadays also they are asking, if I go for any company, okay, they are asking for Azure knowledge also. Any company, 60 to 70% people now they are asking, okay, Azure knowledge also. SQL with Azure knowledge. Azure is cloud, guys. What is the Azure? Azure is cloud. Now everything you are maintaining in your laptop, right? In the cloud, everything you are going to maintain in the cloud. Microsoft will have its cloud technology, Azure. Okay, AWS, Amazon is having its own cloud technology, AWS, Amazon Web Services. Like nowadays, every company is going to like companies moving to cloud. So cloud knowledge is important in the future. But you can survive with this 6 months. Survive means you can get the job with a SQL Server. Then after that, once you get the job, you can go for the cloud technology. Either you have to learn Azure or you have to choose AWS. Depends upon your wish. Okay, right. Who can learn this course again? If you are dedicated, okay, if you have at least a graduation or diploma, and if you have some knowledge on computers, that's fine. Nothing to worry. Only computer graduates can do this course. Everyone can do this course. Okay, so don't worry about the past, just worry about your future. Okay, right. How to practice it? So every weekend we are going to discuss 2 hours, right? 7:30 to 9:30 it will be their class. So if I just discuss it for 1 hour, okay, you have to practice for 5 hours. 1:5 you have to complete the practice. Okay, 1 hour of discussion, you should complete 5 hours of practice. Don't worry, you will have a lot of time. Okay, Monday to Friday you will be free. Okay, so 2 hours, 2 hours means 4 hours, 4 5s are 20 hours you have to practice in the weekdays. Okay, 20 hours of practice you should have. You have to do 20 hours of practice. Okay, then only you will be proficient. See, if you do the things one time, that's fine, you can understand. If you do the same things, if you practice for the second time, you can remember. If you practice for third time, you can, what you can do, you can give the better output. Okay, so that's how. So you have to practice for 3 4 times or 5 times. Okay, each topic you have to practice for 4 5 times. before like attending the interviews and all. Okay, how to practice it? 1:5. If we discuss it for 1 hour, you have to do the practice for 5 hours. Nothing to worry. Even though you completed the practice, don't think like, okay, I know everything. Nothing like that. Again, try to practice. Each time you are practicing, you are going to get lot of new things. You are going to learn lot of new things. Okay, so you have to practice for 1:5 ratio. Lab setup prerequisites for setting up the labs. So we are going to use Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, we are going to configure. We are not going to install SQL Server in our local machines, guys. Believe me, 90% of the trainers, SQL DB trainers, still they are teaching their students on local Windows machine. They are not, okay, showing the real-time experience. See how this is the servers. Okay, this is how servers look like. This is the server. Okay, Windows Server 2012. Okay, so this is the server. This is how servers look like. So on the day one onwards, we are going to configure the Windows machines. We are going to configure the virtual machines. On top of that, we are going to install Windows operating systems. Okay, on top of that, we are going to install SQL Server. Again, if you still don't know what is operating system, what is application, also I'll explain happily. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. There is nothing like small question, big question. Don't hesitate at all. If you don't know the things, try to learn in these 2 months or 2.5 months. Okay, don't mind. Okay, if I ask this question, someone will think like that. Nothing. Okay, don't hesitate. They don't know who you are, you don't know who they are. Okay, so don't worry about it. If you have a small question, also ask me. Don't hesitate in learning the things. Okay, right. So this is how server look like. In these servers, we are going to install SQL Server. I'll show you how SQL Server look like. Okay, this is our SQL Server. We have to use SQL Server Management Studio to connect to the SQL servers. Okay, as of now, we haven't discussed how to set up this environment. This is the last batch setup, so that's why I can show you the setup and all. Okay, don't worry. Again, we are going to discuss from very basics. I'll tell you how to create a virtual machine, how to install a virtual machine, how to install a Windows operating system. On top of that, how to install a SQL Server, how to install a Management Studio. Everything we are going to discuss. Just to show you how it look like, I just open the old machine. Okay, these are the servers. This is how we are going to connect to the servers. You can use this minimize button, like maximize button, or you can use this cross button, close button to close the machines. Okay, let me minimize the servers. Okay, so the lab setup will be like, we are going to install Oracle VirtualBox software. On top of that, Windows operating systems, server operating systems. On top of that, we are going to install SQL servers. Softwares and nodes, I'm going to provide you the softwares and nodes. Okay, we are going to use Windows servers operating systems, and we are going to use SQL Server, Oracle VirtualBox, right? So I'm going to give you Oracle VirtualBox software, Windows Server software, SQL Server software. So I'm going to provide you the softwares, and I'll provide you the notes as well. Okay, whatever we are discussing, I'm going to provide you the notes. But again, I'll give you the tip. In case you want to be good in SQL Server DBA, try to prepare your own notes. That is always good. Believe me, in case you want to, like, you want to get a good knowledge in the SQL Server, prepare your own notes. Just collect from the Google, whatever you can do. Write your own notes. It will give you a lot of good knowledge. Okay, believe me. Just prepare each separate document for each topic. Prepare a separate document for each topic. Create some folders, put the softwares in one folder. Okay, put your notes in another folder, and create one document, one Word document for each topic. Okay, whatever you are collecting from the internet, just dump into the document. And again, don't stop after dumping it. Just review the document and try to, like, what you can do, try to prepare the document and all, so that you can easily crack the interviews. Okay, but again, notes I'm going to provide you, but I'm giving you the tip. In case if you have time, free time and all, in case your life is SQL Server, in case you want to, like, build up your career in the SQL Server, prepare your own notes. That will help you a lot, believe me. Meeting softwares, we are going to use Zoom meeting softwares for the meetings. Okay, classes and all. Zoom meeting software, usually it will be end for every 40 minutes. Okay, again, I'll open the same meeting link, so you have to join with the same meeting links. Recordings, I'm going to give you the recording permissions for each and everyone. Those who join from the laptop, for them only I can give the recording permissions. Okay, those who join from phone, the recording options will be disabled. Okay, you cannot record from the phone, you can record from the laptop. Okay, right, so I'll give you the recording permissions. You can record each and every session. Those recordings will be stored in your laptop only. Okay, so again we have a YouTube channel as well. Okay, so if you go to the YouTube, right, okay, so go to the YouTube, just type SQL DBA classes in the search bar. Okay, SQL DBA classes. So if you don't know it, some people will know. Okay, so you will get the first channel with the 3 black servers. Okay, SQL Server DBA, SQL Server DBA classes, 1.23k subscribers. Okay, just go to this channel, go to the video section. Okay, I am going to upload the classes in this channel and in this location, videos location. Okay, these are the last batch classes. Okay, morning batch. See, 13 hours ago I just uploaded the videos. Morning batch classes, these are the morning batch classes. Almost all 61 classes I have uploaded. But again, don't think like I'll upload all the classes so that we can easily learn from the YouTube. No. Okay, you have to join the class if you want to get all the stuff. Okay, I'll upload 50% of each batch. Remaining 50% I'm going to share manually. Okay, I'm going to share to your email IDs. Okay, just 50% of the classes I'll upload to the YouTube. Right, so don't depend on me. Again, don't wait for my recordings. I'll give the recording permissions for each and everyone. You can record the sessions and the sessions will be recorded in your laptop only whenever you want. You can easily access, and recorded files will be like this. Every file with the date and timestamp 1942 13 means 19 means 7 o'clock 7:42 13. Okay, so it is going to create a date and timestamp folder like this. This is your date and timestamp 2021-07 and the 10th, today's date at 1942. Okay, so like that it is going to create with a meeting ID. So this is your recording class. Okay, in your laptop it will be recorded automatically. You can access it and you don't wait for my recordings. But I'll try to upload the YouTube, or I'm going to send you the recordings manually. Okay, via email or Google Drive link. Doubts and exercises after class, I'll give some exercises. You have to complete the assignments, exercises or assignments. These assignments will help you to search, how to search in the Google. Don't think like all DBS or else all software engineers are very good, very excellent. Nothing. Software engineers are nothing. They know how to use Google properly. That's it. I'm not saying nothing, but again, they have their own talent, but it depends upon if you want to become a good software engineer. Okay, you can call yourself as a software engineer if you get the database DBA job. Okay, DBA also the software engineer only. So try to utilize the Google as much as you can, but you have to know the terminology, right? How to search. See here, if you change one keyword, you are going to get different searches and all. Sometimes you may get first result only, sometimes you may not get the first result, or else sometimes you may not get the proper answer also. You have to know how to search in the Google, which will help you a lot, especially for DBS. Lot of errors will be there. We cannot remember how to fix the error, each error and all. So we have to depends on Google. So try to make use of the Google as much as you can. So the assignments what I'm giving will help you to improve your searching technology, searching skills and all. So don't leave the assignments as it is. Try to complete the assignments. Okay, so for this 2 to 2.5 months I'll be very strict. If you know about me or not, I don't know, but I'll treat you as a children only. Okay, I won't leave in case if you don't complete the assignments. That will shows your interest. Okay, so assignments are very important. Doubts, in case if you have any doubt, I'll explain. The class will be like this only. Slowly I'm going to go. Okay, slowly. So in case if you have any doubts, stop me immediately, ask me. Don't keep your doubts in the mind. Okay, so like other trainers, they are going to give, once the class is over, they will give you a 15-minute session to ask the doubts. If I give like that, what people will do, they will keep their doubt in their mind so that they cannot listen anything. So stop me. If you have a break, stop me, ask me, this is the doubt I am having, then we are going to discuss it. That doubt may helpful for others also, right? Again, don't hesitate in asking the doubts. There is nothing like small doubt, big doubt. A doubt is a doubt only, right? Right. Job preparation, this is very important. Okay, after getting the job, after completing the course, what we have to do? What next after this course? After this course, I'll send you the sample resumes. Okay, you have to edit the sample resumes and you have to upload in the Naukri or LinkedIn. Okay, once you just uploaded, you can see, guys, if you are serious about the course, if you are practicing regularly, you can keep at least 4 to 5 years of experience. If you have a gap, don't think like I have only 3 years gap, how can I keep 5 years of experience? No, if you have a gap, believe me, you can keep at least 4 to 5 years of experience. I am going to deal in that way. We are going to discuss in that much level. 4 to 5 years of experience, you can keep it. Okay, you can ask me how we can do it and all. I'll help you after the course. Okay, I'm going to help you, right? But it's not part of the course again. Okay, the course ended here. Okay, these are all your interests. It's not part of the course, it's a part of your interest. This we are going to deal in a separate way. Again, don't think like everything is included in the course. Okay, up to here I am the responsible one. Okay, this is your interest, right? So I am going to help you in preparing the resumes. I'll give you the sample resumes and all. You have to edit it and you have to upload it. You can keep 2 years, 3 years. 2 years, usually there will be no calls for 2 years. Okay, at least try to put 3 years. Okay, in case you don't have gap. Imagine some people will have, okay, they will their combination is like this. They will complete BTech MTech. Okay, imagine they completed MTech in 2019. They will have only 2 years gap, 2021, right? They cannot put an MTech, so they can simply remove the MTech and they can just keep it as a BTech, and on BTech they can keep 5 years of experience. They cannot show their MTech now. If you just completed BSc, MSc, okay, so MSc in the 2020, imagine you just completed your MSc in the 2020, you have master's degree. Now you don't have time. If you want to try the job on post graduation, you don't have gap, right? Only 1 year gap is there. Now you cannot consider this MSc. You just have to mention, I just completed my BSc in 2017. I have 4 years of experience as a SQL DBA. Right, so like this it is going to work. Okay, so in case if you have diploma, you can put on diploma also 10+3. Not all companies will agree for diploma, but lot of companies are there, believe me. Thousands of companies are there. At least if 10 companies give the chance, that's fine, we are going to get the job easily. Okay, right, you can keep it a diploma also. On diploma you can keep 4 years or 5 years, in case if you have diploma. If you don't have diploma, don't keep the diploma, right? So this is how it is going to work. So after completing the course, you have to put your resume and you will get the calls, and we are going to deal the calls in another way that can be discussed offline. How to get the job, right? So if you are very sure about the course, I'll help you to get the job by yourself. Simply you have to complete all my assignments and you have to be very okay dedicated towards the course. Then you can also crack your interview by your own. Might be you may take like 4 or 5 interviews. After 6 interviews, believe me, if you prepared a lot, okay, for this 2 to 2.5 months, believe me guys, you don't remember, you don't believe me, but at least 2 to 3 offers will be there in your hand. You will call me and ask me, sir, which offer I have to choose? This offer is giving this much, this offer is giving this much, this is this company, this is like the contract, this is the permanent basis, which company I have to choose? People are there, students are there. Okay, even they don't know, they just started their career with zero. But after 2.5 months or after 3 months or after 4 months, they call me and ask me which company I have to go, right? So you will have that kind of chance. And again, what will be the salaries? Okay, usually salaries will be for 4 years of experience, you can ask 8 lakhs, 8 to 10 lakhs. 4 to 5 years of experience, you can ask for 8 to 10 lakhs. Okay, 8 to 10 LPA. Some people will join for they need job, right? Some people will join for 6 lakhs also. 3 to 5 years of experience, 3 to 4, Sorry for that. 6 lakhs, 6 LPA. Okay, so you can go for 6 LPA. Some people will keep 3 to 4, they will keep 3 lakhs, 3.5 lakhs. They will expect 5 lakhs, 5.5 lakhs, 6 lakhs and all. Again, this is the standard. Okay, usually you can expect, right? So once you got the job, again, don't stop your learning. From there, your actual, okay, but then we'll start after getting the job. Don't relax, you start planning for the, once you get good knowledge in the real-time environment, then try to like try to learn the Azure or AWS. That is the future, guys. Okay, don't stop, don't relax once you get the job. Okay, so this is all about the course and about me. Okay, very small intro. Myself Shanmukh. I am having 10 plus years of experience as a SQL DBA. Okay, and since 6.5 years I am teaching the SQL DBA course. Just small intro about me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, that's it for today. Tomorrow evening 7:30 p.m. sharp, we are going to start the SQL Server discussion. The meeting is going to close now. Again, I'll open the meeting link. Okay, and you can start asking your doubts, right? Let me close it and let me reopen the meeting. You can ask the doubts. Please join immediately. Okay.